What's up, guys? Ken and Corey here. And I heard from a little birdie that you guys want to know how to start dating 9s and 10s here in Washington, D.C. Well, first of all, let me tell you this. It's definitely possible. It's very possible to start dating 9s and 10s in Washington, D.C. It's actually a lot easier than you even know. But the first thing you got to do to even start dating 9s and 10s is stop calling them 9s and 10s. Stop thinking of them as being this upper echelon type of woman, because there's so many women out here who have beauty and who look good. To treat them different just because of their looks solely is gonna put you in the wrong mindset from the get-go. So stop looking at them as 9s and 10s. Now look, what you really wanna do is be yourself. You know, that's like step one of everything. Besides, making sure that you're not looking at them as this larger than life character, you want to make sure that you're not becoming a character by just being yourself. Because a lot of times guys feel like, oh, they want to impress somebody so much that they start to kind of over exaggerate things and start to turn into this character. And women have a sixth sense for being able to detect if you're being yourself or not. They can tell when you're doing the most. I mean, it's not even just women. Most people can tell, dang, what happened to this pool stick? Most people can tell that you're not being yourself. So to increase your chances drastically and not to look like an idiot, just be yourself. Don't be a character. Now look, when you finally get her attention and she gives you her number and or Instagram or whatever it is that you use to connect on, make sure you actually follow up and show interest. One thing I think a lot of guys don't realize is they spend a lot of time trying to think about what it is that they're gonna say, to even start a conversation, and they don't realize the time that has gone by between when you initially was in contact with her versus when you actually try to send out a message. It might have been almost a week, 4 or 5 days or something like that. In a woman's mind, they're thinking, oh, he's not really interested in me. He really just wanted my number just to see if he can get it. He's not really interested in me as a person. And then they start to feel like you're trying to play a game. So by the time you actually message them, to them it's yeah, this isn't a serious person. So make sure you follow up with no more than 24 hours from the time of you actually getting the number or Instagram or whatever and actually sending it out to her. Now look, I know I kind of skipped over the part where you actually do the approaching, so let's talk about that. One thing that's crazy that a lot of guys don't really realize is the lack of how many people are actually trying to even approach these gorgeous women in the first place. A lot of times they get it wrapped up in their head that, oh my gosh, she's so gorgeous that, I know I don't really have a chance with her, so why even waste my time? I'd rather go talk to a 7 or 8, maybe 6 or 5, because I know I have a higher chance with that person. So you'll notice it, most guys will go out their way to go talk to a girl who looks kind of average, but the women who are really gorgeous don't really get talked to. So if you know how to present yourself well and you carry yourself well, you're actually already kind of ahead of the game by just even trying to attempt to talk to a girl. And you would be surprised by how many women will actually tell you, I'm surprised that you even said anything to me, because there hasn't been any guys all day that has said anything. They keep talking to my friends, but not me. And it happens all the time. I've been there. Now, once again, remember, treat her normally. Treat her just like how you would treat any one of your friends, as far as when you're talking and having your personality and all that stuff shine. Just be yourself when you're talking to these people. What you don't want to do is do not treat her like she's a celebrity or larger than life. Because if you treat her like a celebrity, she will definitely treat you like a fan. And I really don't know how else to say that, but it's really facts. I don't know what it is. It's women have this innate DNA resistance to somebody being overly nice and overly complimenting them and all that stuff. It's oh, this person's a fan. Now, one thing that's going to help you do this without you having to even think about it is when you really start to realize what your worth is, what your actual value is as a man in the relationship. You bring a lot to the table, especially if you have all your stuff together. You're bringing a lot to the table. So don't discount it, and don't forget that you're just as valuable as she is in this whole courting situation. And when you really start to realize just how valuable you are, you'll just start to move different. The decisions that you start to make will be sharp, concise, and people will realize that, oh, you don't go for anything because clearly you have value to you. And when you have value, you're not just gonna let anything fly. Now, look, I think we made it very clear that we established that you have value yourself, right? So with that said, what you need to be doing while you're getting to know this person is not just thinking about, man, this person is so gorgeous, I can't believe I'm talking to this 9 or 10. What you really should be thinking about is, what does this person have as far as like quality wise and personality wise? Does she meet other standards that you have as far as like what you need from somebody in a relationship as well? Don't just get blinded by the looks, because what if this person like chews really loudly whenever you eat dinner? Or what if she's just like super slow and ditzy all the time? What if she farts all the time? I mean, I'm just saying, like, you could easily overlook stuff like that and not realize that you're not really compatible with someone because all you did was think about their looks, and you let that be like a driving force of the decision-making process to actually be with somebody. And you didn't really realize that, dang, this was a horrible decision, and now you just wasted time out of your life. And look, everyone respects people who have boundaries, who have standards. Men, women, you know, it's just the respect comes with it. And if you are the type of person that only just got with somebody just based off their looks, then you low-key look desperate. You know, you look like that you're just trying to just beg someone for a relationship, honestly. And that can also come off as an unattractive trait. And even if you thought you were getting somewhere with her, once she starts to detect that, you could lose out on an opportunity. You know, and if you finally find somebody who meets your standards, who, you know, clearly is going to be adding to your life and not being a subtractive force in your life, then of course move forward with dating and courting this person. Do everything that you would do to show that you really are interested and that you want to have a relationship with that person. Don't be acting timid and scared about showing it, because if they showed you who they are and that they add value to your life, then add value to theirs. And that's pretty much it, man. Just remember, 9s and 10s are just normal girls. They just so happen to have a lot of beauty, but it doesn't mean that that's just their strongest qualities in life. A lot of women who've been beautiful for so long have been told that they're beautiful all the time, and it kind of gets to a point where it's like, dang, like, well, I have more to offer than just my looks. So a lot of beautiful women are out here trying to start careers and make it in life beyond just being a cute face. Hopefully these tips helped you guys. If you guys follow everything I just said, then you'll be dating 9s and 10s in no time. Trust me. There's a lot of them out here in DC. And to be honest with you, they're just kind of waiting for someone to at least shoot their shot, because I hear it all the time in these group chats. A lot of these women want to be in relationships, and there's just not enough guys who are even attempting to even try to be with them. Now, the guys who are out here dating and being confident about it, they can't date them all. So next time you see a gorgeous woman, make sure you say something to her, shoot your shot, and be confident, be yourself, and just treat her like a normal person, and that'll take you a lot further than just trying to be fake and trying to impress her and all this other stuff. I wish you guys luck, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.